Howdy hoes and welcome back to Let's Play Doom 3 Part 13. I'm your host, RC7565. I finally got up here. Like, holy crapola. Finally up here. Okay, let's go. So in the last part, essentially, we basically did a bunch of stuff over there. And in the way in which that worked is, well, obviously, you have to try and, like, use that crane thing to jump up here. And although that sounds easy, it kind of can be sometimes, but usually isn't. Oh my god, imps! Die, you evil sons of... Alright, they're good. Alright, so now here, obviously, we're going to have some real fun with this, because this is... actually leads to an achievement. This is the BFG Edition, obviously. Welcome back to Doom 3 BFG Edition. Enter access code to Chief Abrams' office. The access code is 931. 931. And what do you get? The BFG 9000 prototype. Open the chamber. Congratulations, you've just gotten probably the most broken weapon in the game. Next to the one that we're going to get a little bit later on in the game. But pretty much that's pretty much your most broken broken item weapon thing you're going to get. Anyway, there's a locker code by here, which is, I believe it's 972, I think. Kind of like the 971 we just used for the last, to get through the... Yeah, I was right. Alright, whatever.
Alarm systems deactivated.
Awesome. And then autosave. Now, one of the things I actually want to mention as we get into this is this game is notorious for getting challenging towards the end of the game. Now, one of the things that I thought was really stupid about the BFG Edition, which I will openly voice my opinion on right this particular moment, but the autosaves get really stupid later, where you'll have autosaves in the worst places. Not only that, you won't have enough of them. You actually won't have enough autosaves in certain places. It gets to be pretty bad. But regardless, let's just collect some ammo, head through here, and avoid that imp skillfully. Now, essentially what I had to do going through that way is to actually open up the... Ah, I missed. But basically, going that way, the way in which I went, is actually the only way to open up some of the offices that you need to use to get through. Obviously, that's not the way I'm going. I have to go to my right. Boom! And he's dead. Yep, all the offices are open, so that's basically going through the ventilation thing is basically the way to get in here and access a whole bunch of stuff that's in here. And obviously, if you want to inspect a couple of these rooms, you can. It's a good idea to do so because there's some PDAs in each room. So if you're looking to collect all the PDAs, it's a good idea to come in here and grab some. Frank Cinder's kind of funny how it seems like his body was burnt alive, but regardless, there's nothing much else around these areas. And also, I apologize that I may not sound like supremely energetic like I usually am. Right now I'm recording at like 3 in the morning, so I've been putting this off for a little bit too long, and I really should just get this done. And normally things like that should be left out of Let's Play, but to be honest with you, I'm getting so sick and tired of this game, I just want to be done with it already. And I just want to record because I need to get off my lazy butt and play it. So that's what I'm doing. Did his head fall off? That's hilarious. His head fell off. But, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on now. So, yeah, I think there's another PDA in here. Is there? Nope, just grenades. USB laptop still on. People don't like conserving the power when they're here. Ah, 114. 114's locker combination is 715. 715. Alright, and there's the plasma inducer which you need. Saving content. See? Autosave likes to really be weird. Really weird. And happen in the worst places at most inconvenient of times. Anyway, continuing on this way, we're going to deal with this zombie here, deal with this zombie over here. Grab some health and armor. And that box is preventing the elevator doors from closing, which I kind of thought was kind of interesting, the fact that it says elevator malfunction, even though you just move the box out of the way and it works fine. It's kind of funny. And beware when you open this door, because there are zombies there. And when you come through, I believe there's a revenant at one end. Oh, no, just a commando. Ow! Screw Screw you and your stupid tendril arm thingies. Anyway, now that you have the plasma inducer, you can head through this way, back to the guy that was waiting there. And as I mentioned in one of the previous parts, I'm actually going to play his video disc for you.
Excellent. That will get the
Now go look at the teleporter, where autosave happens to happen every time. Whoop-de-dorp, right?
teleporter working again. Now you don't have much time. You're going to need to teleport across the containment chamber. It's the only way through this part of the complex. Head into the chamber and initiate the sequence on the machine. I'll take care of the rest. I'm not going with you. Good luck. But before you go, I want you to take something. It's a journal I made about the experiments. Those things. It's all there. It'll explain everything. Get it to someone so this never happens again.
Alright, man. So basically, I will pull this up for you just to listen to, just because it is fairly interesting about what happened here, and it's kind of disturbing.
My name is Ian McCormick. I'm a research specialist stationed on Mars, working for the UAC. My primary job is, or rather
Decontamination
was,
process
to assist
started.
Dr. Malcolm Betruger in a variety of experiments, though
Decontamination
for the past year we've been
complete.
focusing almost
Have a
exclusively
nice day.
on teleportation. I don't know if I'll make it out of here alive, so I'm recording this video log to let someone know what happened.
Okay, well, it'll take too long.
Systems activated.
I'll explain what happens in a
Teleportation
moment here.
will commence in T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the meat grinder. Delta Labs Research Facility Sector 2 North contains the Biological Research Division, focusing on studying various specimens from matter transfer tests. All specimens are cataloged and stored locally. Now, here's the thing. About the teleportation stuff, it actually gets pretty creepy in which they were conducting experiments solely on biological research at first. Then Betruger thought it was a good idea to get into teleportation and kind of discover how that worked. Now, the way in which that would have been fine happened, the fact that one of the live tissue samples that they sent through kind of got like really strange, and so they sent a video drone through they actually sent a video drone through the teleporter, and they saw several sets of eyes looking at the video drone, and they thought it was really weird. So eventually they tried mustering up enough courage from security teams to get live human specimens to go through the teleporters. And obviously that's not the best idea, because a lot of them are coming back with really high calibered mental disorders, and a lot of them are going psychotic. A lot of them were getting really deranged, and it wasn't good. Now, when you come in here, I think there's something waiting for you. There's a zombie on the right. But when you come back out, I think there's like an imp that's going to be waiting for you. But essentially, the whole teleportation thing... the gun is preventing the door from closing. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, the whole teleportation thing, it started to make human specimens go insane. And at this point, I don't really remember exactly, like, what they tried to do, but... some people were coming back, not really possessed like these demons are, but they came back with a lot of really, really severe psychiatric disorders, some of which were not curable, and they studied them the best they could. Then, one day, Betruger thought it was a good idea to go through the portal himself. This obviously led to a lot of complications, and it changed him. It actually changed Betruger for the worst, obviously. And so this leads to the whole idea that he was actually possessed by a demon, and that the demons are actually controlling him to try and make it so that hell can come into this dimension and to invade Earth. And essentially Earth has been what they've been wanting for such a long time, and now finally it's within their grasp, so they're doing what they can. Betruger was up there, by the way, and there's an arc vial. I really hate arc vials because they do a lot of unnecessary they do a lot of unnecessary crap. It's kind of annoying dealing with arc vials. I made a mistake in the Lost Missions by calling them archdemons. They're called arc vials. And what makes them annoying is that they spawn enemies. They endlessly spawn enemies, so I actually need to pull out my rocket launcher to deal with this guy. But they spawn enemies, and they also send fire at you. Oh, he's gone. Where is he? Is he just hiding? Oh, he's gone. That's kind of weird. Kind of freaky, but whatever. Yeah, I was expecting that. But, oh, I hate these guys. But yeah, Betruger basically got possessed by a demon, is what we're led to believe. And so when he came back through the portal being possessed, he basically had this idea that he wanted to bring hell through the portal. And so that's basically what's brought all this madness through. It wasn't just that in itself. Oh, by the way, run through here. It wasn't just that actually brought like all this madness through. There is an artifact that we will be seeing a reference of relatively soon.
You surprised me.
Me too.
I'm glad to see you.
You're tall.
I would have hoped they would have sent more than just one guy, though.
Yeah, sure.
I've been studying one of the specimens we brought back.
Cool.
To see if there's something physiological that would be a weakness. A way to stop them.
Did you find anything?
I found nothing so far.
Damn it.
Haven't had enough time. I'm gonna stay here and keep looking. It's the only thing I can do. There are combat supplies in the storage cabinet in the next room. The code is 624. I hope you can use it.
It's like gospel music. Alright. As you can see there's actually a human skull within that imp's head, which leads you to suggest that that is actually a human being, which is kind of cool. Anyway, 624 opens both of these lockers. 624. Boom. That's my stuff. 624. Now that guy obviously staying here, that's not the best idea. He is going to die, there's no doubt about it. I think he does die. I don't know what happens to him, but there's no way you can get back there now, because there's actually a panel that closes over that thing. I think there's a multitude of imps that spawn in here. Yep. I'm not sure if anything else spawns, though. No, I just think it's just imps. Yep, it's just imps. Nothing supremely interesting. Yeah, nothing like hugely interesting. But they are doing like tests on the imps and stuff. Why is there no power in here? Aha! That might be the solution to one of my problems. The fact that he dropped down. Is that door going to open soon? Ah, yes, it does. And I kind of I'm like learning to expect that. But by the way, yes,
Welcome
they actually
to the Delta Complex stasis chambers.
They actually pulled in specimens from the teleportation tests and kept them here for study.
This facility was constructed to house and study the extra-dimensional beings, which were recovered during some of the first teleporter tests originating from Delta Level 3.
To get an idea of what you're looking at, you're looking at a Revenant right there. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but you can download a report on each one of them and actually get a look at them a little bit later if you so choose. It gives you kind of a little bit of insight into what they actually found and what happened. He didn't live, obviously. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I think he didn't live either. He's being turned into an imp at that point. I don't really know, because it looks like his arm is fused with his chest. I thought I was just missing one. Anyway, you can't go through that door. You actually need to come back through that door, but let's go this way. Yep, whoever was down here just died. And be wary. See how they like to arc around corners? I think that's actually kind of weird. But grab his PDA, head up top, grab yourself some supplies, and head back down. Obviously, I'm hurting myself while falling here. That's just because I'm totally trying to rush through this. LOL. No. I just don't really want to take my time right this particular moment, and that's going to kick me in the ass later. But this part is actually fairly interesting. And I'll do this in the next section because we're out of time. But this is actually a conveyor section where you'll actually take kind of an imp. Actually, I could probably speedrun just through this. Let me just wait for my flashlight to respawn. There are several imps that spawn around here, and it's funny just to run around and avoid them all to this point until they all decide to come up to the door here. And you can literally just like bypass every single one of them. Locker 213 is 371 is the combination for that. Yes, you can actually make the imps kill themselves. That's one of the best parts. 371 is the combination for this, and I'll speed run through the rest of this, get to the elevator on the other side, and call us apart. So I'll see you guys back out in the next episode of Doom 3, the BFG Edition. I'm your host, RC7565, and I'll see you guys later.